Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello there.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Monday. You know it's a special week. Gary is back. We had a
Nice
good
to be
demo
back.
today, right? It is nice to be back. How's everybody? Hey, Charlie. Did you try to do the voice clone again? See if you get the same error message. Just try it again.
Okay. Another question is if I were to share to Facebook, I can see the JPEG, right? Or the image that I put, what's it called? Right. So I'm trying to what I wanted to do is send the message that I was creating, the AI avatar, to Messenger, through Messenger or through Gmail, but it doesn't seem like it's just a link. There's no, graphic or thumbnail that I assign it.
I think there is. I think it takes time to load, but I think the person, when they receive it, they'll see it as the thumbnail. So
On
send it to yourself.
on
Email.
on Facebook and email?
Gmail. I don't know about Facebook. I've never sent it on Facebook. I don't know.
On Messenger. Yeah. If I go to send it, if I choose Facebook, it pulls in like my personal Facebook rather than what I want to do is send it through Messenger.
Yeah,
But-
that's where I'm not familiar with that. Facebook
Okay.
and just never sent one, so that's why I can't speak to it. How it processes.
But when I copy and paste to Gmail, it should also have the JPEG.
Yeah, exactly. Gmail, I've done that, and it works sometimes. Like when I'm sending it, it just looks like a link, but the person who receives it gets it, and then later on, it'll pop up as a thumbnail on me. There's just sometimes a time delay on that.
Okay, cool. Is there a way to put when we go to send the invite? There's options that like the Facebook and the other options, but Gmail is not one of them.
I'm sure we'll have that probably with the CRM sending it. It'll probably all be incorporated into a whole smoother process.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, good question. Dave, do you have any questions today? I understand it went well for you on Friday.
So yeah, thanks to you and the people that were helping out with breakout rooms, we found problems, we fixed them. I know I took a lot of your time last week, but the breakout rooms went very well. Got some feedback from them. I don't like them, but there is still room for improvement. But for the first breakout rooms, it actually worked. It was phenomenal.
Great, and the first feature we'll add will be the timer. I know that's a big one, right?
Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that when it goes into a breakout, your shared screen goes with them. But they didn't like it because they were like, "We want to see the people bigger." It's like, you idiots! You want to see my screen. No.
Live and learn, right?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, have you met Kylie yet? Kylie just is new, and she just started.
No,
Mary
was
brought Kylie in, so say hi to Kylie. So
Hey, Kylie, how you doing?
I was rudely going to say hello to her, unintroduced. So I'm glad you did that. Made me look more respectful.
you're welcome. All right.
Nice to meet you, Kylie.
Well, Kylie, I have to say you're in the right place because if you have any issues, this guy Steve will help you out.
You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Kylie, you're muted.
First technical suggestion of our relationship is unmute yourself.
Exactly.
See,
Look at the microphone, see if it's red.
Gotcha. You good advice. That's all I know.
Yeah, thank you. I do have some very pointed questions because I did actually create my first avatar video last night. I think it came out pretty good, but yeah. So, but I had a couple of technical questions on that.
Sure, fire away.
Is this a good time to ask, or is there?
Yeah. Well, will depend. If we don't like the question, we'll say it's a bad time.
Okay,
Like
that's always encouraging. So I had an issue with when I recorded my voice, and then it's like this was interesting. And then how do I save that? Do I have to record it every time? Because it seemed like it
No.
didn't save it. And then
No,
I
no, it does.
found a way to do it. I did maybe go through the steps. I think I went into clone and created a voice. But what was
Yeah.
interesting was when it pulled it over, it had Kylie Allen, and then it had in a blue highlighted thing, male, like MALE, which I'm not. Nor
Yeah,
do I
no,
want
no,
to sound like one.
that's on our end. Right now, you could be Cinderella and it labels it male. We have to fix that, but it doesn't affect the way it plays. But let me go into my AI tools, right? AI Studio. And so where am I? Select voice. So these are the steps you must have gone through, right? Where you hit select voice and you hit clone.
Okay.
And did you upload a file or did you record a voice?
I recorded.
Okay. And then you obviously named it, right?
Correct.
Right. So I could do 5 versions of my voice, right?
Okay.
Steve 5. So let's say I record that, I hit the 30 seconds and I saved it, right? So when you hit saved, then when you go back to select my voices, it'll be here. You see, like these are 2 versions that I saved.
Right.
So
Okay.
however you handle it. So they'll definitely be there. If it said saved, they're here. Mhm.
Yeah, they are. I have 2 of them there now, but it was interesting that it said male and it sounded slightly deeper to me. And I thought, but I know our voices sound different when we hear
Well,
recorded.
in case you wanted to know how you sounded as a male, we solved that.
Yes,
issue.
this is true. But the toggle to switch it back to female was missing. So that's all I was wondering about.
Correct.
Kylie,
Correct. No, that is
Kylie,
busy.
share the one that you sent last night, Kylie. Share the one that you sent me last night. It's phenomenal.
Okay, so let me.
So she was, yeah, you can hit screen share and then share a tab if you have it up in your browser. Otherwise,
Let me
go
pull
to your
it-
AI Studio, pop
pull
it up in the
for
browser.
you.
And share.
AI videos. Okay. So you want me to hit screen share? This is good. This is training.
Is it open in your tab?
It's open my tab.
Yeah, then hit screen share and then share that tab, and it should play great. Mhm. And if not, Levon's going to be very mad at you.
Uh-oh. Google app would like to record this computer's screen and audio. Do I need to do that?
No, I mean, we'll find out. I've never gotten that.
Keep
message.
hitting deny and it's just not letting me do it.
Okay, we'll hit yes. See what happens.
I have to open system. No, nothing. Oh, wait. I apologize. What is this now? System recording. Oh boy.
I don't know what that's about. You
I don't
just screen share, right?
I
You
hit
just
screen
hit-
share. Do you not see my screen?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Well, it's
So when you
probably
hit screen share,
Okay.
you see all the tabs, right?
on the bottom.
You have- No. A menu pops up when you hit screen share. I'll show you what I mean. Let me do it for you.
Well, are you talking about the little arrow to the right of the screen? And then it
I
says
don't know.
screen share.
I have no idea. Let me see if you see what I see when I'm sharing it this way, right? So I'm gonna start a meeting here. Okay. I don't know if it comes up when I'm sharing it this way. Okay. So I'm in a brand new meeting all by myself, right?
Right.
Starting. Okay. Okay. And then when I hit screen share, you see my pop-up window says Opera tab, application window, your entire screen. Can you see
Yeah,
that on my screen?
I do see that.
Okay. Well, you're if it's Google Chrome or browser, you get the same pop-up.
It's
There's
not
nothing
just
magical about our system. Well, I'm saying okay. So
Well, I mean, what
happens
it's showing, what it's showing is it says choose what to share demo in my pitch, but it's asking me to open system settings. So I don't know if it's something on my Google, and that's where it's
Yeah.
saying the Google app Chrome bundle. And so hold on a minute. Okay, let me
I'm just
toggle
saying,
that on.
once you get your setup, then you'll click on tab, the one on your left or whatever they call it. Then you can choose from any of your tabs. And you'll see a little preview so you know you're hitting the right one.
At least.
Good afternoon.
Oh, sorry.
First of all, let me say thank you. I know it wasn't as easy as you thought,
Let me
but it's
find
great to know we were able to help find the right policy for you and your family.
Sorry, I stopped him from talking.
Another thing you can do is take the website when you open up the browser and put it in chat. So Steve
That's
can
what I was going to do.
Okay.
Okay, so let me do that. I'm gonna share, I'm going onto mine, I'm copying the link, correct? And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna stick it in the chat, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then Steve can copy it and share it that way.
Yeah. This better be worth it after all this, okay? It better
Well,
be as
let me
good as
just, with the caveat of, okay, I haven't showered, I haven't done my hair today. I used a picture from 10 years ago, and it's AI is very generous and gave me that. I'm like 20 years younger here, so I had to shorten the hair, but I'm just going with it.
But isn't
Kylie,
that the
quit
best
beating
part?
yourself up. It's great. You did a
Isn't
great
that
job.
isn't that the best part of the avatar is you could pick
Yeah.
yourself on any best day of your life and saying, this is me today. This is me for this
There it
message,
is.
right?
Okay.
Okay.
So who's
I
going to
just
click on it? I see it in the chat, so somebody has to click on it.
got it.
Yep.
Wait. Okay. It said video not found. Let me try that again. You sure that you gave me the right one that it's playing?
You want me to share it, Steve? I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Um,
Okay, drum roll.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it, Dave.
I'm looking for the tab. Let me just do the entire screen. It's going to be screwy for a second. Hold on. It didn't share. Entire with audio. Okay.
There it is. Okay, go ahead. Oh,
Yes.
it is a good picture.
Right? Yeah.
Looks good, Kylie.
Thanks.
Okay, here we go.
Fellow Lactigo friend, I hope this AI version of me finds you relaxed and healthy on this Sunday afternoon. For those whom I have yet to have the pleasure to meet, my name is Kylie Allen, and I am blessed to be partnered with whomever introduced you to Lactigo to help spread the word about this amazing gel. The main reason I am reaching out is to let you know the details for our first team call happening tomorrow, Monday, July 13th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The purpose of this call is to build our Lactigo team community through weekly communication to help us learn about and grow in our Lactigo business, whatever that may mean for each of us. We will use the time not only to answer questions and give important updates and corporate announcements, but also to develop our knowledge in all things Lactigo, including having showcase speakers on different aspects of our business and the uses of Lactigo. And while we plan to make this an impactful session, we will honor everyone's time and keep it to 30 minutes. I like to think of it as short but mighty. This is the perfect place for us all, and especially our newest members, to get connected to each other and the information we need. So please share this with all of your Lactigo affiliates so they can be a part of this wonderful team. I have included the link for you to join, and I cannot wait to see everyone tomorrow. Until then, live healthy and gel up.
Beyond expectations.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Excellent.
Great script,
Excellent.
great photo. I mean, great delivery. Voice sounded fantastic, by the way.
Okay, see, I don't know if that sounds like me. So I'll tell you a couple of things that I did, and I've listened in on a couple of things. So I took a photo myself, I put it into Chat GPT. And because I was kind of sideways, the first one I used, my face was sideways, it was kind of wonky. So I asked Chat to make me look more direct on. And then I asked it to remove the background and make it, what I asked for was a professional looking health and wellness type background. It just made it black, but I just went with it. So once I did that in Chat, then there's a couple steps you have to go through because I don't have the paid Chat, but I did the steps and then I imported that into the Pxch, and that's how I use the picture. So that's how I perfect. I think if you perfect the picture first is what I found before you put it in. You can easily do that in Chat. And
Brilliant.
then,
I just thought you said, please channel Michelle Pfeiffer to do this.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, honey, look at this. Remember me 30 years ago? Yeah. So, but
The only thing I would do different, just a good point, is I noticed you put the date in there. Instead of saying a date, I'm keeping that out because you can always add it in the description. But that way you don't have to change the video all the time. You can just change the description and stuff.
no, great tip. This one was specifically for one call tonight, like our first inaugural call. However, I see definitely the value of, like you said, not time stamping it in any way, or even necessarily saying Lactigo. Like maybe I don't even use if you're used to talking about a different business. So I see that for sure.
You're so right. The work that you did to create the right image made the video. The background looked great. It looked professional but authentic at the same time, which is the hardest rhythm to find, right?
Yeah.
You know, and again, it's all magic's always in the script. You just had a natural conversational tone, didn't go on too long, it was the perfect length.
The other issue,
and I know everyone's an editor and a critic, right? The
yeah,
only thing that, right?
well,
But I would,
there's a point where you're like, I'm just gotta let it go because I gotta send it out. But Steve, the other issue that I ran into was when I exited the avatar section to go into my meetings to capture the link to put in, I lost my text. And so I learned very quickly to put the text in a separate document, copy and paste, so that if something happens, you have it on the side. So that was one of the other issues that I had.
Yep.
And I'm
That's
just sharing this because we want to guide our people as we bring them on. But I immediately had 3 people text back going, "Oh my God, that's so great. Where did you do that?" You know? And I also felt it was important to say, this is my AI person, because I think that the more transparent now, there's kind of a stigma with a lot of people on AI. They're like, oh, it's AI, it's stupid. So I think if you own it and just say, hey, this is my AI version, that it works.
I had that conversation with a marketing person today who, right, he had the attitude of, I'm trying to get away from AI, right? And I said, we're trying to get AI to get people in front of you, not to replace you. And I said, so frequently in my videos, I'll say, I just want to apologize. I can't be in 2 places at once, so I'm making this recording for you, right? Because what is the difference between an AI avatar twin and a recording? You're both not there. I don't quite, like we're really, that's like when people are just not on your team, right? In that sense, because they just think you're not being authentic, right? So like you say, we're not trying to fool anybody, but like when I played my video today in 3 languages, like, can you think I could do that live? I'm saying it's just like that's the whole point of trying to create a functionality that doesn't exist or a scalability that doesn't exist, right? To make you more effective, at what you do.
Yeah, but it's really easy to spin that and just say, thanks to AI, I'm able to have this conversation when it's convenient for you, make it about them. And
exactly.
Then it just kind of brings it all such an advantage. Yeah.
And what you find too is when the audience is interested in what you're talking about, they're not doing those kind of criticisms, right? They're more interested in what you're talking about than it is about how you delivered, the message sometimes. But, for anyone who tries to do things at scale, like I say, like if you were going to record that yourself, how many takes would it have taken?
Oh, insane. Right? Yeah.
Insane amount of time. It would have been longer than your meeting. Right. And you almost like dread doing the next meeting because you wouldn't want to have to do that prep work for the next meeting. Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to, sure, I'll do 3 meetings next week. And I could, as Dave says, I could just modify, I could use the same script. And I'm just going to change the calendar. Right.
Right. And if I could just share 2 more things. Another thing that I prompted it, and this was based on the first video I did, which was hilarious because there was a little bit of my husband here at one point. It kind of had him pop in with sunglasses. It was so funny. But I also put in there minimal to moderate smiling while talking, because the first one, it was like, and my husband's like, that's so impressive that you can smile while you're saying the letter P, So it was just too over the top. So I really used as a prompt, minimal to moderate smiling while talking, because that's more me anyway. I'm not like, but I was afraid I was going to come back looking very somber, but it didn't. I still feel like I smiled a lot on there. The other question that I have for you is, I know that we can put in our favorite websites and links on the side, or when we do our own pitch meetings, we can toggle back and forth. What about if I have like a still shot or a screenshot, something like that?
Yeah. So what I do to cheat on that sense, I found this AI software called Bolt, B-O-L-T. Bolt.io or Bolt.new, and I'll say to it, turn these photos into a URL. So I did that with this presentation. I'll show you. So again, this is about as real as it gets.
Hey, Steve, will you put that site in the chat so we can copy it?
Yeah. Let me do it right now. So this is the slide. Page. So let me put this in the chat first. This is that actual presentation that I created. And it opens up in a URL. Come on, chat. There you go. Okay. So if you copy and paste this and put in your browser, this is exactly what I created. Except I didn't even just say put pictures in there. I made it into a presentation. But this could have been a picture of me, an image of me, and then it treats it as a complete URL. Okay. And then the site is bolt, B-O-L-T .new. I'll put that in the chat. I just have so many tabs up and open. Yeah, bolt.new.
I love it. That's the presentation.
Yeah, the presentation come up for me.
So it could be a single photograph, or it could be a series of photographs, or it could be a complete full-on presentation. And this software that I found very cheap to use, by the way, I think it was like $30 a month or something, or they even have a free plan. But you know what happens is you think you're not going to pay anything, and then you get addicted to it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm up to $100 a month just because I can't leave the thing alone, right? but it's really brilliant in the sense that it can do anything. It can do anything. I mean, other than, let's say, code a project. But I did an entire presentation, a financial presentation from it. The last thing I hate is accounting. And it just, now the thing that I don't like about it, that's so human, because I think it deliberately makes mistakes all the time because it charges you every single time you have to correct it. So I think that's part of their deal is, oh, sorry, I got that wrong. I'll do it again, right? So as opposed to always getting it right. But if you're willing to work with it, like I created, just for fun the other day, I created a video player that can stitch the videos together. Because we were talking about that. I just asked it to create it, and it did it for me, this platform. So I could upload 4 or 5 videos. I could decide the order of the videos that I wanted to appear, and then I could download it as one video, upload it into our system, and play a 15-minute AI avatar presentation without going to Alvaro to do it for me, right? I'm saying I could actually now do it myself. I could stitch together. And I made that in about 30 minutes on this platform. I had to play with it 10 times because, my whole point was I didn't want to just use it as a player. I wanted to use it till I can download it to upload it into our system. And it did that. I think, yeah, so I have so many tabs open. I can't find the right one. But anyway, I really recommend this one. It's great. And I think it uses ChatGPT, it uses Claude, it uses whatever it needs to do to create what you want. So you don't have to pick it, and literally talk to it like a condescending child. I'm saying there is no special coding language that you need. There's no special understanding. You literally talk to it and say, this is what I want. And it's worked for me. And it's created very professional PowerPoint presentations for me, Google Slide presentations for me. The one, again, that I've used, I think it did a brilliant job on the 6 slides explaining the highlights of the company. And again, it'll play videos as well. Giving away all my tricks. Guys, you're no longer going to think I'm that smart when I do stuff. Go ahead, Helen. I'm sorry. We have Helene, we have Helen, so I always get it mixed up. Sorry.
I just have a question. So if we have slides in Canva, how easy would it be to convert them to that? And then if we say, oh, I really need this other slide in there, can we
Let me
add
say
it?
this. Let me say this. If you go to Bolt today and sign up, I think, again, there's a free version, and you literally say that. you upload your Canva slide presentation, take a screenshot of the slide that you want to insert into it, and then after it does that, tell it to convert it whatever format you want. That's how I would do it.
Okay. And so I didn't understand what you said, bowls? Is that
You,
you were talking about something
It's
knew?
in the chat. It's in the chat. It's a software program that I use, that I pay for outside of our company.
Okay. I just got in this meeting late. I'm juggling a working job and
It's in the chat. It's just
Okay.
this very cool AI technology that allows me not to bug my own employees to do things for me
all
when it
right.
comes to presentation tools. It's like, for me, I find it difficult even to find the Google Slide ID number, right? I literally upload the Google Slide presentation in here and I'll say, tell me the Google Slide ID number, so I don't have to ask Alvaro, right? I'm saying it's really like, it's a person as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Go ahead, David.
So, creating the avatar. You said that once we create it, put the script up there, when we click on the edit, the script will show us there. As of Saturday, it still does not show us a script. Like, I created a new avatar on Saturday, and it did not show us a script.
Okay, I'll have to ask the team. I just haven't checked myself, but I will. You're saying in your avatar, the script's not staying. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And
I'll
that's
ask
even
them.
recent videos.
Okay. Yeah, I would only speak to recent ones. Yeah. Let me ask about that.
I did one this morning because the people I talked to, he's Dutch, and he wanted me to do the whole thing, and then I used ChatGPT to translate it to Dutch. And then when I went to send the link, all it was like an HTTP. It didn't show anything else like that, but it was there. So I guess that's the way it's going to be. You know, we just want to copy the link, and that's what it sent.
I'm sorry, Rachel. Say that one more time. I was
So
distracted.
the people I met with this morning, they're Dutch, and they asked me to do one in their language. And what I did was, you know, I took the script and I obviously went to ChatGPT and copied it over into translated into Dutch. And then I put it onto one of my existing pictures. And then I put the name down, you know, Pxch in Dutch and so forth. When I sent it to them, all it has was just a link. It didn't have any photos. Is that how it's going to be? Even though it says Pxch in Dutch, it doesn't really have anything else. It just has a link. Is it going to stay that way?
No, I'm not familiar with what you're saying. For instance, if you create an AI avatar, it doesn't matter what language you created in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to send it, it's not just a link if you do a thumbnail. Why is
Right.
it only,
My thumbnail didn't show up. All it shows was a link. It didn't have a picture of me at all. It just has the link. Just like what Kylie just showed, just a link.
how are you sending it?
In an email. I sent
Yeah,
it.
and so what I was saying earlier to Charlie, which I'm suggesting to you, is I don't know why. Sometimes when you send an email, it looks like it's only the link as the sender. You're only seeing the link. And I'm
Okay.
saying, and then for some reason, if you come back 15 minutes later, the thumbnail is there, it appears. But I'm saying the person, when they get it, it shows up as a thumbnail. So I don't know what that delay is, you know, but as opposed to your guest getting it as without the link, that's not the case.
Okay.
So that's the good answer. Strange process, but I don't understand why in that sense. Right. Good questions today. And I noticed that in the chat, the team hasn't yet released it, but they've added the direct button where you'll be able to chat people just one-to-one. So it says general and direct, but they haven't turned it on yet. So maybe that'll be after this phone call, or they wouldn't have posted that. So that'll be kind of nice. So then you can talk about each other to each other during this performance.
Very good.
Yeah. So we'll send out a notice when that is turned on.
Okay, so they still don't have the save chat yet, looks like.
No, but I guess you can see, that's what I said. This week they're going to be finishing that up. So they should add a bunch of features on that. Kylie.
Yeah, my question is, how many languages are we now translating in?
Well, when we're live, let's say, for instance, on here, you have 42 languages.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
We're limited to that because we're using AWS and they're the ones with that. We will
Okay.
be trying to simultaneously use some other language translation services, so it'll roll over. If it's not one of the AWS ones, it'll roll over to the others, in that sense. And then when you're doing a recording, it's really unlimited because as Rachel was pointing out, ChatGPT, whatever language you're doing, so you could do 3 languages. But as we move to the credit system, hopefully by next week, you won't have to use ChatGPT. You'll be able to use our system, and our system, has 155 languages. But again, and if your language is missing, you can use ChatGPT as a language, as well. But we have that in our bank of 155, and recording live is just a different technology, so we don't have access to the same ability to do that. But eventually, that'll change. Okay. Any other questions today?
Steve, I was wondering if you might give a little preview for people and the importance of registering for the training this coming Saturday. Anything you want to share there that would be helpful for people to be able to say why this would be so important to make sure they don't miss this training?
I would say that this is the most important training that we've done, not because I'm trying to hype and I want you to come up to a training or that we're going to solve world peace on this training and change your life in that perspective, right? I mean that authentically because we're going to really be introducing some new things that is going to have a really big impact on what you're selling people and how you're selling it. So as opposed to being simply, let me give you a different point of view on life training and people walk away and go, oh God, Steve sounded great, or that was a fresh message from so-and-so. I'm saying I think this training is important because it would be like going to the Apple conference and finding out what's different that you're going to be selling tomorrow, except tomorrow is going to be today, right? So it's either we're going to be able to release it on Saturday or release it on Monday, but it's really a training on really positioning us but in a very real way, right? It's from what customers think versus what we think about ourselves, right? And so we're not doing justice enough by just saying it's an important training and you don't want to miss it, like the way salesmen love to say everything they do is important, right? The next pending event is the most important event. I would say that since we've done 2 things in our company, right? One, launching live, right? Second, coming out with version 2. And I would say that we're not coming out with version 3. I'd say we're coming out with the right version of the ability for you to go to market and in the least frictionless way possible, which we've never been able to do before, the smartest way possible, and the best opportunity for you. Finding that mix, it's one thing to be the best product in the universe. That doesn't mean everyone wants to buy it, right? And I think finding that mixture, I always think that, and I'm not a fan of, but I'm a fan of what he created. I'm saying when he created the Tesla at a car that under $40,000 that went further than everybody else's, he found the right mix of being the most innovative product in the market, whether we believe in electric cars or not, just relative to what existed in the marketplace, right? So I'm not trying to get political, but compared to other companies who couldn't deliver it at that price, right? And so if you look at what happened to him, right, is China copied him, right? They've developed electric cars, right, at half the price that he could build it for that are equally effective, right? So, whatever you create, like I always say, people worry about competition. No, if you do it right, you're going to inspire competition. We're acting like we already have the competition. We're getting ahead of the competition in what we're announcing on Saturday. And so I think it's as important to be technologically superior to people with your aspirations, your dreams, and your execution, but also on how you go to market. And so I'd say Saturday is just about how you're going to be able to go to market, because you're the marketing arm as much as us being able to go market. And Gary asked that question not as a setup, not knowing I was going to answer that, right? This was not teamwork of a way to do that, because Gary doesn't know what we're announcing on Saturday Night Santa, but he just has good instincts. So you beat me to it today to be able to say how, if there was one Saturday training you were going to make, if you can, it should be this one. I mean, it doesn't matter. You'll get the information on Monday. It's just a matter of, just knowing that if you didn't get it on Saturday, find out by Monday what happened. It'll be important. Okay?
Well, every one of the trainings have been great, and I just thought this one would be just how could we position this one that might be even that much more advantageous for people that are considering them from 1 month to the next. So that was good. That was very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you for.
But next time we can set it up if you want, Steve.
Yeah, next time we should actually prepare that, right? We shouldn't be that organic,
Right.
Yeah, but to me, I always think about if I'm out in the field and I'm selling the product, what do I not have? What would I wish the company could offer me? Sometimes I can understand why they can't, right? But sometimes we're in a position where we can. And I think Saturday is one of those where I think you'll walk away going, I'm really glad they can. I guess that's the idea. As opposed to just a new feature with a new bell and whistle and a new thing to rate, to get people excited about, until the next thing. No, this is more fundamental about what we're doing, which is, again, not going off in a different path, a different direction. You're not going to wake up and find we're a texting platform saying, I don't want to do that. But you're just going to think, okay, he always says he was good at marketing. I think now maybe it'll make sense why, right? And good at marketing isn't necessarily being the guy that does the presentations. It's arming the people who are going to be doing the presentations with the right package, the right price, the right tool, right? So that's what we're shooting for on Saturday. Okay? Anything else, guys?
Can I ask one quick question on that, Steve? Would that be good if somebody comes in Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday and they're just kind of getting their feet wet? Would that still be a good training for them to go to, would you say?
Sure.
Out of the
Absolutely.
gate?
Absolutely. I think they'll feel that, no one will go, what are they talking about?
Okay.
Right? I don't think it won't have that feel. It won't be an inside the beltway perspective. But it would be like, to me, if like Steve Jobs is on stage and he was introducing the iPad for the first time, and no one would go, why are you doing the iPad? But they'd want to know why you guys are doing the iPad compared to a phone, compared to a computer, right? It's kind of like, you're going to have that perspective, but you're not going to go like, I don't know what he's talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? So it'd be fine. If somebody was brand new, it would be fine.
Okay.
The part that the only wrong time and a place for a new person, right, is they come in and they start to hear customer service questions. It's like, this button was stuck. It's like, okay, those are just the only ones where I cringe, right? As a new person on, they say I'm here on day one, and then somebody goes, oh my God, yes, it worked great for 10 days in a row, but yesterday, oh my God, it was a disaster. Oh, don't worry, new person, it probably won't happen to you. Just ignore this for a few minutes, right? Those just kind of like clueless moments, right? Where I want to go, okay, thanks. So glad we have an open forum. Yeah, okay. Helen, go ahead. I'm sorry, you have a question or a comment?
I do. I actually need to pitch a little bit. Because of all the cool features that are coming, I think this platform is going to be ideal for what I call the Everyone Counts game show. And because I want to propose before the next election, the U.S. Sophia Amendment. So Sophia means wisdom, but it is all about accommodating people with all abilities. And it's going to be IDEA compliant, which means Individual Disability Education Act, because we have adults with disabilities that the little wheelchair icon doesn't cover central processing issues, communication issues after a stroke. This platform is ideal because we're a melting pot of all the different languages. So when we can play the Everyone Counts game show with host, so that's where I'm looking to all of you who are techie and love this platform to be on a team. So, and then we come up with an action plan because we need to get it out there so that we can assess the candidates and the incumbents that are defending their position. So then we go on record with their voting record, and we do it in the fun 60-minute Everyone Counts game show format. So I want to train the people, but everybody else is better and techie at running the platform.
Helen, do you remember the game show Let's Make a Deal?
Yes, I like to play Let's Make a Win-Win Winning Deal.
Well, I just want you to know something, right? At the end of the show, which everyone waited for, right? After him, giving someone $500 for a can of tuna fish, when it came at the end, right? They could pick door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, right? Every time I call on you, you're like door number 1, door number 2, door number. I never know what's behind the door when I call on you.
Oh my gosh, and I think in that line of Forrest Gump, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. With me, you do know what you're going to get. I'm always talking about doing more with less and holistic well-being for everyone.
Oh my gosh.
I appreciate you. I just
Quick question, is this the link for Saturday the same one as Tuesday night, or is it the same one as during the week at 4 o'clock?
good question. I don't know offhand. I'll make sure
Okay.
I have that for tomorrow. I think
Okay.
it's in the academy.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just not positive
It's on the
myself.
calendar. Yeah.
it's on the calendar.
Yeah, I'm so
Got it.
used to just clicking the button and never paying attention to the link.
Should we be using co-host links to invite people if they want to learn
I
more,
would-
or is
I
it
would
not
use
that
it-
type of a?
I wouldn't say that. I would say that if you had a special person come in, again, because they're not going to sign up at the end, so it's not important to have a co-host link. We're not going to do that.
Got it.
But if you thought there's somebody that would want to see a cool presentation, a cool company, as opposed to somebody just not, disinterested. I don't think you'd take the disinterested person and turn them into an interested person would be the right audience. But I think someone who's, I think it sounds like a great company. I would love to know more. Then and set them up correctly. It's not the normal business opportunity presentation, but you're still welcome to come. Is the way that I would position it in my mind. Hey, Ray.
Hey, I can confirm that Saturday's meeting link is the same one that we're on right now.
Here we go. See, anyone that wears a black T-shirt, I trust. See that I know what's behind door number 1 when I call on Ray. You know what I'm saying? Because
It hides my curves.
So you're saying that's the link to share if it's the right person, right?
correct. Yep.
However, you said if you're going to shoot your video, don't wear black or white for your
That's it.
AR twin.
Yeah, one has the Botox effect to make you younger. The other one older. I don't remember which. So I'd stay away from either one. Okay.
So my shirt is red and black, striped. Does that mean you trust me or you don't?
Jury's out. We'll see.
It goes with my gray hair.
All right, listen, before I let everyone go, does anyone need me to show them anything, share with anything, insight on anything? Otherwise, I'm going to get ready for my next meeting in 15 minutes. Okay?
Well,
Right,
I
but
am
thank
going to
you,
ask you a question.
Great to meet you, Kylie. Okay? And
I think
Kylie, just okay. Just so you know that also on my VIP calendar, if you see an open spot and you need a one-to-one training, fine. You feel free to. Don't feel selfish. Take
Okay.
it.
I
I'm happy to
appreciate
do that.
If my awesome mentor Vicky can't answer it all, I will link onto you.
Well, I'm going to try to live up to Vicky. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm better than Vicky, but
Yeah.
when she's not available, I could step in.
Right, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Steve, were you able to get a hold of Jordan?
I think that I saw customer service going back and forth with her, but I'll
Okay.
check on afterwards whether it had been
With him?
resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she said it, or it's him. There was a
Him.
problem on his side that he had to that he
Yeah.
wanted us to rerun it. So
Right.
I don't know if they did that. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I told you, emails I glance at, text I read. So I saw the glance and I saw there was an exchange. I go, oh, they don't need me on that one. Someone's got
Okay.
that handled.
Yeah, because he said he sent it to support it so he sent it to an email. Okay. Got it.
Well, tell him to text me if if it's not resolved right now, and
Okay.
I'll check.
Will do.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks for your help.